already know that Ironheart was created as a replacement for Iron Man. Marvel simply wanted to sell copies of books and make a TV show based on a young, strong, black female lead, and while that could be okay if they actually hired talented writers and producers and a passionate team, unfortunately, what we are seeing of this so far is not going over well because the Ironheart dislikes are surging as Marvel's latest Disney Plus trailer has gotten ratioed on YouTube. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, we already know the Access Media is chugging along, getting ready to write their articles on how Marvel fans are racists and sexists and bigots for giving this trailer something as simple as a dislike. But unfortunately for them, they are not going to be able to save this show, I don't think, because Marvel Studios is facing a wave of backlash as the Ironheart trailer continues to get pummeled with YouTube dislikes. What was meant to be a bold new chapter in the MCU is now shaping up to be one of its most poorly received launches yet. I don't know what they were thinking with replacing all of the older Avengers with this new downgraded team. I'm fine with seeing strong female leads that are well written and they're cool and their abilities are fun, but basically what they've done is they've replaced every single original Avenger with a new, younger female version of them, which just sounds really bizarre, and they wonder why they've pushed so many people away over the past few years, why so many people are no longer showing up to buy tickets and subscribe to something like Disney Plus. It says, as of this writing, the trailer sits at 153,000 likes to 231,000 dislikes, and the gap is only widening. These Ironheart dislikes point to clear fan sentiment as viewers make their dissatisfaction impossible to ignore. First of all, the trailer wasn't that good. I just felt like it was supposed to be action-packed, but it really wasn't, and a lot of the, jokes or the quips that they made don't really stick with me. And I am in their target audience for this, right? I'm a woman, I'm a Marvel fan, I like superheroes. They should be able to hook a viewer like me, but they weren't. Never mind all of the other people, like the males in their audience that they've insulted over the years by replacing their favorite characters and saying, oh, this isn't a male-dominated space anymore, and you're just gonna have to make room for the younger women. And there are some pieces coming out from the Access Media who are saying, oh my god, this is so good, but I haven't seen the wave of, oh, you're all racist posts being made just yet. They're definitely going to happen though. So it's set after the events of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Ironheart pits technology against magic when Riri determined to make her mark on the world, returns to her hometown of Chicago. Ah, yes, guys, the good old returning back to your hometown story. Very, very heartwarming. The synopsis of the Disney Plus Marvel series reads, her unique take on building iron suits is brilliant, but in pursuit of her ambitions, she finds herself wrapped up with the mysterious yet charming Parker Robbins, aka The Hood. I just don't think that this is going to turn out really well for them. I mean, this character was created in 2016 and they had announced this show in 2020, so it was clear as day even years ago that they didn't care about giving her time to build up interest and for people to actually start resonating with this character. No, they just wanted to barrel forward with their MCU plans, with their MCU diversity plans. This isn't the first time a major Disney-backed project has been crushed by viewers before release. Of course, Snow White's Rachel Zegler was an abomination for them and infamously drew anywhere from hundreds of thousands to millions of dislikes, which is just so funny. Now, if we head on over to the trailer, it is sitting at 6.1 million views, 160,000 likes to 246,000 dislikes. It's clear as day that fans are rejecting content like this time and time time again. It's not because we're racist, it's not because we're sexist, it's just because this doesn't look entertaining. It doesn't look like they're putting a lot of effort into it anymore. And that sucks because I used to love the MCU. I know so many of you did as well. It used to be so exciting for new movies to release and hearing about the characters they were going to bring in. And Marvel is still popular in other ways, like with Marvel Rivals. That gets a fuckload of revenue, that gets a fuckload of attention and praise by gamers. It's clear though that that game doesn't worry about being, politically correct. It just worries about making money and making content that people actually want to consume. So the first comment says, pro tip, keep your expectations low so you won't get disappointed. I don't think anybody has super high hopes for the MCU anymore. It would be nice to be able to put a little bit of faith into Marvel again, but I just don't see a way that that's going to happen. I want to create something iconic, create something that already exists. This is another problem, is none of these characters feel interesting in the slightest because it's just reduce, reuse, recycle. Oh, we have a male character who has iron suits. Well, let's get rid of him. Let's replace him with a younger female and let's hope that sticks. Like, that's not iconic. That's not original. That's just fucking lazy. I am genuinely impressed they haven't disabled the comments. I don't think that they will on this trailer, but as we get closer to release, I think that they will try to shut down all conversation about it. Ironheart getting more screen time than War Machine ever did is crazy. Trailer team, what kind of music do you want for the trailer? Marvel, stereotype please. It's like how they added hip-hop behind Yasuke's combat in Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's like, you couldn't have done anything different. You really want to stereotype it as much as possible, huh? I think that goes to show who the racists really are. How you guys only have one trick within your bag to play when you actually are creating like black characters. As an electrician, I too use my teeth to remove wire isolation. People are saying things like Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a bunch of scraps. Scientists with years of knowledge. I'm sorry, I'm not Tony Stark teenager. Actually, it's super easy and merely an inconvenience. Gotta love how the elevator was filling with some unknown gas, so she willingly made sparks from the wires twice. Yeah, guys, she's supposed to be such a genius that she pulls a fucking stupid stunt like that. They called her super smart and amazing 3 times in the first minute and a half of this trailer. This is the marketing equivalent of pull your parachute as late as possible and hope you stick the landing. Giving Moon Knight a second season. No. Making a series that no one asked you about for a character that nobody wants. Check. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. It's just crazy to me that they try this time and time again. Clearly, the Marvels didn't work. Brie Larson's Captain Marvel hasn't worked, and Miss Marvel hasn't worked. Clearly, Agatha Along hasn't worked. I mean, even Disney as a company in general has seen multiple failures with Star Wars that has the same exact blueprint for every piece of content. You need a female. She needs to save the day. Look at The Acolyte. That was a major flop. They're doing the same thing with Doctor Who. Oh, let's put diversity first instead of actually good storytelling. We're talking about failure after failure after failure. And I can't say that I feel all that bad because they are the ones who are not listening to their fans, that are not listening to their audience. And I, of course, have absolutely no hype for this. I don't think a lot of other people do either. And while there are some individuals who are trying to positively ratio this and are trying to leave more likes than dislikes, they are not able to catch up to the backlash that this trailer is facing. So I'll be keeping my eye on this, but right now things are not looking good for Ironheart as the dislikes have surged as Marvel's latest Disney Plus trailer has gotten ratioed on YouTube. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.